Hello, James Andrew here, recording for Cheap Ass MTG. I'm be doing a Kaladesh draft league today. And we have opened a pretty good pack here. Our various Toolcraft Exemplar, which is great in an aggressive white deck and horrible in a not aggressive deck. Glintness Crane and Underhand Designs are both good synergy cards. This is Whirl of Virtuoso, where it's gold. We're just going to take this Renegade Freighter. Because it's colourless and it's incredibly powerful. I mean, it does require you to be an aggressive deck, but then why would you ever not draft an aggressive deck if you pick Renegade Freighter? And you don't even have to be that aggressive. Like, you can't really be a, the Consulate Skygate shields up blue deck, but other than that, it's just an incredible card. Then we get past a Padim, which really could not make you want to go in a more different direction than Renegade Freighter. It's very good though. I seem to get past this rare like a lot, like more than I think you should. I think it's quite strong. I don't love taking it after I first picked Renegade Freighter. If we don't take Padim, I guess we're taking Subtle Strike, which is not exciting. Yeah, I think we're taking Padim. Not like locked into anything at this stage. Okay, so I think the best card in this pack is probably... It's either Malfunction or... Like, this Guy per Guide is pretty good. Lawless Broker's fine. Having a second pick Padim though, I think we probably just want to take Malfunction. Longfin Sky Whale is like... On paper it looks like a fine card. It's just that if you're blue, you're like never aggressive enough for it to actually be good. Yeah, I think I'm just taking Malfunction here. This Renegade Freighter is starting to look a little sad, but oh well. Okay, well, if we're on the Renegade Freighter plan, Malfist Doorbuster is a really good aggressive creature. But it does need to be in an aggressive deck. Just if you're not attacking, obviously it's just a 4/2 for 4, which is horrible. We also have like some mediocre white cards, and Pillarbug is quite good. These are all just like super replaceable though. I kind of want to take this Doorbuster. We could also just take Trusty Companion. That doesn't seem good though. I'm going to speculate on this Doorbuster, I think. Okay. So no good red in this pack. Some decent blue though. Peafowl and Insidious Will are both quite good. I think we probably want Insidious Will here actually. This is like... So on the base of it, it's a 4-mana counterspell, which isn't good enough. But the potential for blowouts with this card is insane. Like, if you ever get to redirect your opponent's removal spell to their creature, you kind of just win. So I think I'm going to take this. I think Hunt for Weak would be defensible as well. It's kind of awkward that all the good cards are 3-drops. Like, Avery Mechanic is fine, but... it's not nearly as good. Okay, I think we're just going to take Lawless Broker here. The card's pretty good, and we don't have any real 3-drops yet. Area of Innovation can be fine, but you need quite a lot of things to come together, and we don't have anything to do with energy yet. So let's take Lawless Broker here. Okay, there's no good blue cards in this pack. Or really black cards. So I think I'm going to speculate on this Spireside Infiltrator. Or if we're taking this, it might be in fact better to just take Inventor's Apprentice. Yeah, okay, let's do that. There's a good chance this doesn't make our deck, but it's just while I'm competing against anything. Okay, I'll take a Thriving Turtle here. That card's pretty good. And this could well be a Consulate Skygate deck, in fact. Like, Live Fast is also decent. That's his Blade Master. But I think we just want Skygate. There's another one. There's also an Incendiary Sabotage. I think I've never drafted a good Incendiary Sabotage deck. But, this might be... I might try it, you know? Maybe it's good. I'm not that excited about a second Skygate. So let's speculate on this. I'll take another Skygate now. Sure. It's looking pretty unlikely we want a Doorbuster at the moment. So, like, blue seemed pretty open in this pack. I mean, we don't really know our second colour at this stage. Could be black, we could be red. Well, this pack is pretty stacked. So Fabrication Module is like one of the best energy payoffs, and is also just a really great late game mana sink. And they're pretty few and far between in this format. We don't have much energy yet, but given what we're in blue, it's not too hard to get some. There's also a Gonti, which, I mean, black did not seem open at all, to be honest, in the last pack. But it's possible that we should just take it and like hope to get hooked up with enough black in this pack. It works out. I kind of want to try this Incendiary Sabotage though. I think it's kind of bad, probably, but I'm kind of curious because I've never really gotten it to work. So I think I'm going to take this Fabrication Module. This could definitely be wrong, but let's try it out. Okay, this seems like it should probably be a good Gearseeker Serpent deck. I'm not super high on Janjit Sentry. Yeah, I think I just want the Serpent. Ooh, nice, got some good red here. I'm going to take Welding Sparks, because it's a really good card. And we don't have much removal yet. Ooh, another Incendiary Sabotage. Should we go? Should we go all in? Yeah. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? So Glassblow's Puzzle Knot might be a thing we want. Just to up our artifact count, and we have Fabrication Module already for energy. We could just like speculate on a Botanical Sanctum in case we want to splash otherwise. But I think we probably just want this Puzzle Knot. Kind of nothing for us in this pack. I guess we just take this Spireside Infiltrator. Like, we need to make sure we get enough reasonable blockers, so seems a bit dubious taking the second Puzzle Knot over it here. I'm not sure we can go as deep as Aetherflux Reservoir, unfortunately. So kind of the obvious pick is Wayward Giant. So it's a pretty decent 5-drop. We don't really have one. We could just take this Metal Spinner's Puzzle Knot though. It's an artifact which cycles and it comes into play, and we can like sack it to Sabotage. Obviously it turns on Padim, turns on Gearseeker Serpent. I think I'm going to do that. This could certainly all be wrong, but we'll find out. Aetherborn Marauder is a good card, but the only +1/+1 counters we have is Fabrication Module, and we don't necessarily want to splash. Do we want a second Glassblow's Puzzle Knot? Probably not. Let's take one anyway. Spark of Creativity is decent. Fine filler card. Can't imagine playing any of these. Some decks I like Avendara Express the sideboard card, but really not this one. Let's just take this. Yeah, another Spark is fine. Sure, we'll take a Ruinous Gremlin for a board. Cast for green card. Okay. Well, this deck is interesting. It might be quite bad. It's possible we even want this Cathartic Reunion. I generally don't like this card that much, just because it's Often a horrible top deck in the late game, which for a card draw spell is pretty awkward. But it does dig us to our more powerful cards quite effectively. Okay, I think we're just taking Harness Lightning here. Just a really, really efficient removal spell. Also works with Fabrication Module. If that weren't here, I'd be looking at like P-Foul. Or, no, I'd be looking at Prophetic Prism, to be fair. But yeah, we're certainly just taking Harness Lightning. I don't hate Selector Inspection here. Thriving Turtle is pretty solid as well. Do need to make sure we get enough artifacts though, so it might be better to just take like Sky Skiff or something. Problem is we have like a bunch of creatures which don't even crew Sky Skiff. Yes, maybe we're just meant to take this turtle. How many artificers do we have? Like almost none, right? Yeah, I think it's probably just turtle actually. Ooh, this is a really good pack for us. So another serpent would be great. There's also a prophetic prism, which just does everything we want to do. I think it was earlier in the draft. I'd probably take the prism because it also leaves you open to splash. The problem is this at this point it's not that big a chance we're going to actually get a card we want to splash. So I think I'm probably taking a serpent here. I think we just want Eager Construct here. Just another thing to sack to sabotage and to power out serpents and what have you. It's probably a little better than the third consulate Skygate. Could also potentially even make this Renegade Freighter playable. If we get like enough random 2-powered things. Okay, here I think I will take the Select for Inspection. Ooh, another Serpent. Kinda wish I'd taken that Prism now. But yeah, we'll take Serpent here. Paradoxical outcome does not seem good to me. I'm just going to take an off-color Cobra and hope to not play it. Yeah, another Eager Construct seems fine. It's very unlikely we're going to get another Self-Assembler at this stage, so I really want to take that. Inventor's Goggles we might actually play. Not playing any of these cards. So I think we're probably cutting this Inventor's Apprentice. Just because it doesn't really contribute to our game plan at all. Could cut a turtle. It's nice that they often survive sabotage though. Oh, you know what we might actually play? No, we don't want to play an accomplished autonomon, I don't think. Might sideboard it in though at some point. And we do have 3 serpents, we don't need that much more expensive stuff. I don't want Cathartic Reunion. I'd really like to not cut many artifacts, but I'm not sure if this Renegade Freighter is actually good enough. I think probably not. Okay, so we have to make 2 more cuts. We could cut Spark of Creativity. Just it basically does the same thing as Harness Lightning and Welding Sparks. But you can actually... Well, it's worse, because you actually, like, on turn 3, you can point this at 2 toughness creature. Because if you put it on something anything bigger, you risk getting really, really badly blown out. Which is kind of awkward. We probably just want to cut 1 puzzle knot at least. We could just cut this Infiltrator. That's probably right. Okay, seems reasonable. Well, it might not be reasonable, it might be horrible. I've never drafted a deck like this before, but in this format. We want as many mountains we can get because of sabotage. I don't know if 9 mountains is being a bit greedy though. It's probably fine. Famous last words. Alright, I'll see you back for round 1.